One of the NBA's youngest rising stars just made his dream and the dreams of his family a reality. When you're living the dream and have more money than you ever thought possible, the first thing that might come to mind is taking care of your family. So stay tuned and don't go away, because Ja Morant is showing off his new mansion and a matching house for his family next door. First up, how did Ja Morant go from a solid prospect to an NBA superstar? You're about to find out. Recently, NBA star Ja Morant did some flexing and showed the world his brand new mansion. He also revealed that his family lives next door in a matching house. Morant joined the Memphis Grizzlies back in 2019, and it's quickly become clear that he's got what it takes to be a superstar. During the 2021-2022 season, Morant's point guarding skills caught a lot of attention and put him on the road to NBA superstardom. For his efforts, Morant, now 23 years old, was able to sign a big money deal in the offseason. In early August, Morant's contract extension was secured by the Grizzlies, and it's the biggest contract ever offered to a player by the Memphis-based team. Morant signed a 5-year rookie maximum extension worth $193 million, and if all goes well and he excels, that number will likely rise to $231 million. Weeks after signing his new lucrative contract, Morant started to spend. On Twitter, Morant made his own homemade episode of MTV's Cribs and gave a tour of his sprawling Memphis abode. In the video clip, Morant is heard saying, "Look at my crib," with a nice wide shot of the property in the background. Morant pans the camera and reveals a house next door, at which point he's heard shouting, "Hey Pops, we neighbors now!" Morant's generosity towards his parents didn't go unnoticed by his fans, and many praised him for his kindness. After all, his family surely supported him in more ways than one while on his journey to becoming a star. Next up, did Ja Morant score a deal for his own Nike brand signature basketball shoe? Let's take a look. Rumors are swirling that Ja Morant will have his own Nike signature basketball shoe bearing his name, and that it could be released as early as 2023. These rumors only picked up more traction after a popular and fully verified Twitter account called Nice Kicks shared a report from Soul Retriever. Nice Kicks has more than 1.3 million followers, which is certainly enough people to get the rumor mill started. According to Nice Kicks, the Nike Ja 1 shoe will be released sometime during the summer of 2023. Morant himself became aware of the signature shoe rumor and decided to take to social media to address it. Morant replied to Nice Kicks' post saying, "Y'all know something I don't," but then Morant did something that only fueled speculation that the rumor was in fact true. He deleted his reply. Some quick thinkers managed to screenshot the reply before he had a chance to delete it though. So what gives? Is it true or not true? It's quite possible that something is in the works and that Morant wants to control the narrative. Could also be that something is cooking with Nike, but executives for the Juggernaut Corporation asked or instructed him not to say anything until everything has been finalized. That's not unheard of. In fact, it's a fairly common part of business contract negotiations and the rules surrounding confidentiality. Up next, is Ja Morant playing at a level where he's deserving of his own Nike shoe? According to his fans, absolutely. It's no secret that millions of NBA and Memphis Grizzlies fans love Ja Morant, and they see him as a superstar who's more than worthy of having his own signature Nike shoe. Ever since Morant left Murray State in 2019, his performances on the NBA court have proven him to be an elite-level player. In fact, Morant has one of the best-selling jerseys in the league, so it's not a stretch to believe that he would have one of the best-selling sneakers as well if it happens. Morant's stats speak for themselves. During the 2021-22 season, he helped the Grizzlies finish with the second-best record in the NBA. Take a look at Morant's 2021-22 stats. He averaged 27.4 PPG, 6.7 APG, and 5.7 RPG. The numbers don't lie. Morant is on a whole nother level. The big question is, can he keep it up? But when it comes to the Memphis Grizzlies, there are a number of burning questions for several of the team's key players. The Grizzlies will be entering training camp with 21 players under contract. However, they can only carry 17 total players on its roster once the season starts. They can have 15 main roster players and 2 players under 2-way contracts. Rookie Vince Williams Jr. and Kenneth Lofton Jr. signed 2-way deals, so none of the players at the camp will clinch one of those spots. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're about to bring you the latest NBA and Memphis Grizzlies news. Next up, what are some of the big questions for the players on the Grizzlies roster? You're about to find out. Let's start with Steven Adams. Can the starting big man work his three-point shot magic and increase his value? And a second question, can he increase his value before heading into negotiations for a contract extension? Next summer, Adams will be a free agent, but right now, we have to talk about Santi Aldama. And a question that's on everyone's mind, can he build on the momentum of a successful 2022 NBA Summer League showing and compete for a starting spot? With Jaren Jackson Jr. out out of the picture, Aldama is going to be gunning for that starting spot. When it comes to growth, though, there's one Grizzlies player that stands out among the rest. We're talking about Desmond Bane, another contender for that starting spot. For Bane, the big question is, will he be able to continue his incredible growth and focus on more defenses next season? Because if he can, he'll have a chance at a starting spot with Jackson out. One of the biggest question marks on the roster is Dillon Brooks. Brooks is a young vet, and everyone is wondering what version of Dillon Brooks the Grizzlies will get after he had a rough playoff run. This makes Brooks the biggest question mark. It's a contract year for him, so he'll have to reinvent himself on the court and work on his offense. Whether or not he can pull it off is anyone's guess. Lastly, we have to talk about Danny Green and a big question. Should the Grizzlies keep or trade the injured three-time NBA champion? What do you think? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Up next, speaking of three-time NBA champions, do you think Patrick McCaw has a shot at a comeback? Let's find out. Patrick McCaw has had a unique NBA career that's unlike many others. In 199 regular NBA season games, McCaw has low career averages of just 3.8 points, 1.6 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. So you've got the numbers. Now here's the crazy part of the story. Somehow, McCaw managed to become a three-time NBA champion, and get this, he won all three of his NBA championships right in a row: 2017, 2018, and 2019. He won two in a row playing for the Golden State Warriors, and for his third championship in 2019, he found himself tearing up the court with the Toronto Raptors and beat his former team, the Golden State Warriors. I mean, come on, that's gotta be one of the wildest stories I've ever heard. McCaw didn't play last season, and he's only 26 years old. Back in 2021, he played only 5 games for the Raptors. At the time of this recording, he's playing for Team USA in the FIBA AmeriCup. In a recent interview, McCaw said that he wants to return to the NBA, but is focused on Team USA, which is a source of great pride for him. McCaw said, "I think it's more about representing the USA for me right now, and I want to make it back to the NBA. I know that's a process, and I know one day, whenever, next week, next month, next year, when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. But right now, I'm just focusing on this USA, wearing these 3 letters, giving my all to this team, and representing the United States of America." Finally, what are the top 3 basketballs of 2022? Whether you love playing some b-ball indoors or outdoors, you're gonna want to listen up. The best overall basketball for 2022 is the Spalding Never Flat Elite Indoor-Outdoor Basketball. It's made of faux leather, has a diameter of 29.5 inches, and has a premium composite cover with a sponge carcass. And Spalding's Never Flat air retention technology means it's guaranteed to stay inflated for 1 year. The best indoor basketball for 2022 is hands down the Wilson Evolution Intermediate Size Game Basketball. It's 28.5 inches in diameter, has cushion core technology, and has a microfiber composite leather cover. But wait, we're not finished yet. The best outdoor street ball for 2022 is the Spalding Street 29.5-inch ball. It's made of rubber, so you know it can bounce, and it comes with a deep channel design to give you superior control. That's a wrap for today's video. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and thank you for watching.